Hey, Curt Hennig fans, hello and welcome to another episode of Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. I'm your host, Steph. Today on our Perfect Podcast, we're going to watch along to Curt's match with Tim Horner in 1988. It was December, actually. But before we start, I'd like to send a big congratulations to all my YouTube fans. I promised you guys I would show you a surprise. Surprise! Here is the reward from YouTube for getting 100K. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy and so overwhelmed, you guys. I can't even tell you how happy I was to finally see this reward when it came in the mail. I was like, holy crap, it came. So yeah, onward to 1 million. And, they get a gold award or something. So I only half paid attention because I was like, wait, I'm getting a reward. I don't get rewards a lot, but when I do, I like to definitely celebrate that. Thank you guys so much. If you would like to donate to the show, please donate. The links are in the description field. I do have a Cashapp and also a PayPal account that you can give money to. Just let me know what show you're giving to. Okay. But yes, thank you so much. Now I'm going to put my background back on. I was like, wait, I have to kind of show everybody without my background. And now we're back. Okay. So, I just wanted to show everyone that reward that I got. But again, thank you guys so much for doing that. So to start off, we're just going to show a couple of Rick Rude matches, a couple of Rick Rude, promos and stuff. Just want to show some Rick Rude stuff because we're keeping him in our memories, right? We're definitely keeping him in everyone's hearts and minds. And of course, he was a great wrestler. And we just want to do him justice as much as possible. I will be showing his match with, not with Sting. Almost said Sting. I will show his match with Ricky Steamboat in 92. It was a half-hour Ironman match. Not a bad one. It's just I will have to show it with no audio because it does have a song. So for copyright reasons, I won't be able to show it with audio. I may just do 2 recordings. I don't know yet. That takes a lot of time, guys. A lot of time I don't have. So I'm recording this as of, the 20th, instead of a few days ago, the 18th or 17th or 18th, because I literally, just was so tired from work. I've been working, a lot of hours now and, it's never ending. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Make sure. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that was on the correct thing. And so what we're going to see first, what you see first here is it's Hogan and whoops, sorry. This is just, it's not very long. It's only 15 seconds, but it's Hogan and Rick Rude. I think it said November. Let me go back here. November 9th, 1988. So we're going to just watch the 15 minutes of this and let me know if it's too loud. I'll leave it like right there.
A chair by Ravishing Rick.
The champion is definitely in trouble now, Daddy. He's in trouble.
That's Jimmy Hart. Oh, wow.
Gotcha. Never saw the chair in the ring. A chair by Ravishing Rick.
So there we go. That was that. I never really saw a match with him and Hogan, so that was news to me. The next one is actually WCW in 1992. It was Dustin Rhodes with Ron Simmons, against Rick Rude and Paul Orndorff. So here we go with that. I think that's funny that they had Medusa with them.
Than to be there live and in person.
You're exactly right about that, Larry. Just nothing like it. And for our fans that are coming from out of town, great seats will be available for this event right up into match time. For those of you that may be driving in from the great state of Tennessee or Alabama, throughout the Carolinas and Florida, wherever it may be, nothing is like being there live But again, if you can't be with us live, we hope that you'll call your local cable company and be a part of it on pay-per-view. And it's going to be Dustin Rhodes, who is still competing with that broken left wrist, and Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, starting it out for their respective duos.
It's
JR.
Because JR was in WCW at the time.
Try to force Rhodes into the corner. Orndorff with the advantage on the ropes. The referee calls for the break.
Jim, Orndorff is a notorious rugged individual. Look at it, he can move like a cat. He's got knowledge. Super chess player in that ring.
Rhodes has his right side of his body turned toward Orndorff to keep his left side a little bit protected there from that hand. Side headlock. And you got to wonder, Larry, how much effectiveness can he have in the headlock position with just one arm effectively?
Well, I think we noticed that last week. Dustin had a hard time, locking his hands together, and that's crucial for Punk.
Oh, crossbody. A near fall. Rhodes almost ended it right there. Great crossbody press by Dustin Rhodes, and Orndorff complaining, making the allegation that his tights were pulled.
Yeah, I think Orndorff's more insulted by anything, but Rhodes hit him out of the blue with a beautiful crossbody, and Orndorff went down. Look at that face. That's a face that stopped 1,000 cars, brother. Orndorff has been around. He's a seasoned vet. Rugged outdoorsman.
Yeah, he loved to hunt.
Orndorff, you'll find Paul Orndorff on the top of a 15,000-foot peak hunting elk.
I just said that.
Rhodes with the advantage.
Pretty much.
World's heavyweight champion from Warner Robins, Georgia, and Florida State University, Ron Simmons. Simmons with the wrist lock. He's so much power. He drives that headbutt into the tricep. Follows it with that elbow smash and then into the arm bar. He is a tremendously gifted athlete. Extremely strong, but he has certainly found that perhaps his Achilles heel is ravishing Rick Rude. First the pile driver you saw, and then we saw the Rude Awakening here just about a couple of weeks ago.
Well, every Goliath has his David, Jim, and Rick Rude may be Simmons.
Simmons pumped up.
Simmons calling for Rude.
Yeah, Simmons won't back away from any fight.
Oh, he's a big, strong guy.
And there's a tag, and this is what
here we
Simmons
go.
wanted.
Come on, Rick.
Yeah, but this also may be what Rude and Orndorff want here.
I can't believe Rick shaved.
They're playing a chess game in there, working on the emotions of a mad, irate Simmons and a young, emotional, uncontrollable Dustin Rhodes. Look at the intensity in that face. Rude's thinking all the time.
Collar and elbow tie up, and it's Simmons with a distinct power advantage here.
Pure power.
Rude, the United States heavyweight champion and #1 contender for the world's heavyweight title.
Well, believe me, I know Rick Rude, the egotistical maniac he is. Nothing would make him happier than to have
egotistical
belts as possible.
Okay.
Both men somewhat cautious at this juncture. And it's ravishing Rick Rude now opening up on that shoulder. He exposed last week that Simmons has got a bad shoulder through some very dubious x-rays. The x-rays weren't dubious, but the acquisition of the x-rays raised a few eyebrows. Him from the right side with a tremendous clothesline. He scooped him up like Rude was a small child and slams it. Rude having trouble getting up as Rude really planted him with that slam.
Well,
Rick, we
Rude
saw your
had
lips
the
move.
advantage, and there's been a lot of rumors in the locker room going on too about this condition of Simmons' shoulder. Of course, Rude taking advantage of it. That's the smart thing to do. But he didn't see that clothesline coming at all. He just lifted him out of his feet, Simmons did.
Simmons rubbing that shoulder and makes a tag to Dustin Rhodes. I don't know if that's an indication of just the basic teamwork or that Simmons may be bothered by that shoulder.
I think Simmons' shoulder is bothering him, Jim, to tell you the truth. I think it was a smart move. You got Simmons with a bad shoulder, and you got Dustin Rhodes, who with that wrist injury, isn't going to be able to hold Orndorff or Rick Rude down in the pinning hole.
Dustin Rhodes with the head scissors.
That's a smart thing for him to do right there. Use those long, powerful legs, especially when your arm's injured.
Dustin had those, see his position of his feet now. Orndorff trying to leverage his way out of this head scissor, not having a great deal of success at this point.
Well, Dustin's got Orndorff's head in the right position for head.
Rick, we can hear
right
you.
Right above the bending of the knees. That's where,
Orndorff counters and comes back with the right hand. And sticks the right hands in again. The natural Dustin Rhodes catching those right hands and those forearms right in the face and head. It's Orndorff with a belly-to-back suplex. Orndorff, as we said, the veteran from Tampa tags in, ravishing Rick Rude, and the master of the Rude Awakening.
Oh, they're both on him. They're both on him.
Fans, we've only got about a minute of television time remaining here. What a matchup, and we're happy you're with us as Rhodes' face ran into the top turnbuckle. Rude rakes the eyes, and comes back with that forearm again, right in the head. Clubs again on the back.
Concentrating on that upper, neck area and behind his shoulders, softening him up for the Rude Awakening is what I think he's trying to do.
I think you're exactly right, fans. We're inside half a minute here of television time remaining. We'll keep it here as long as we can.
The referee did not see that tag. He was in the wrong corner.
Okay. So I'm going to just do that first. Yeah, that, I never seen that match before. So that was kind of cool. Actually, I don't know why I stopped sharing my screen. I wanted to keep on sharing because we're going to go right into Rick Rude. Just a little promo on the Boss Man, but they couldn't call him the Boss Man in WCW. They called him the Boss. I think that's so funny. But anyway, so here we go. Rick Rude.
Hey, Okerlund, don't walk away quite so fast. You know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. And all these people know what's happening. Davey Boy Smith had a week to think it over. And Davey Boy Smith has come to the realization that he isn't man enough to step in the ring and face the undisputed champion of the world. Not yesterday, not today, or not tomorrow. Davey Boy Smith has realized what I've been telling everybody all along.
Davey Boy Smith, I thought he was in WWE. WWF.
Ravishing Rick Rude, the undisputed champion, is unbeatable. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And I plan on staying undisputed world champion until I retire. Now, you people don't have to like it, but you better learn to live with it because it's going to be that way for a long, long time. Bye-bye.
A very confident Rude feeling there. I guess there's nobody for him.
What is this?
That's Jesse.
Take him. It's the Boss.
It's an assault taking place. That's what it is. Why is the cop jumping in the ring?
The Boss. The bell is sounded. The referee apparently going to let this match take place.
Oh, no.
These two guys never signed a contract, Shivani.
Hey, it's for TV. It's entertainment. Let's go with it. Let's have a good look. Oh!
How can you have a match when the two participants never signed a contract?
Yeah, you're right.
This guy comes charging out of the dressing room, the Boss, and literally jumps, ravishing Rick Rude from behind, the world heavyweight champion.
Okay, good. Yeah, that they couldn't call him the Big Boss Man, so they called him the Boss. So this is what it says here is 1985. It's WCCW. Kerry Von Erich versus Rick Rude with Percy Pringle. So I had to show you this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, world-class main event, one fall, 60-minute time limit. This bout is for the American.
I wonder what they're talking about. Hey, you ready for this? Yeah.
From Minnesota, 250 pounds, it's Ravishing Rick Rude. And at his side, holding the belt, is his manager, Percy.
No. Break my heart. No.
In the gold ring jacket.
Oh, that's funny.
From Lynn County, 262 pounds, the modern day warrior, Kerry Von Erich.
Modern day warrior, huh? He's not the Texas Tornado. Guess that was a WWE thing.
Challenging for the American Heavyweight Championship. Of course,
he's the heavyweight champion.
Is on a par with the World Heavyweight Championship, two of the most prestigious successes in professional wrestling. Winning that World Championship, but to the Von Erichs and to so many people, the American Championship is of equal importance. It is particularly.
All right, this is 15 minutes.
Family.
Okay. I don't know why I was thinking it was like only 8 minutes. The other one was other 8
When
minutes.
he retired several years ago, retired with the American Championship in hand that he won at Texas Stadium. So to the Von Erichs, it is more than just a belt.
I mean, this one we get to see not only Rick Rude, but also Kerry Von Erich, who would go on to be the Texas Tornado and also be against Curt Hennig.
Has that belt right now, and he is, look out, stand by. I don't know if we can handle this too well.
Percy is just hilarious.
Climbing the ropes. I'm not sure what Rick Rude has in store for us here, but I think we probably should pause for this moment. May not have another one. Woo-hoo.
You're not Curt Hennig. Sorry, Rick, you're not Curt Hennig.
Boy, does he come up with some beauty. I guess you're built like that. That's strong and the champion. You can wear those. I wouldn't wear that to a zoo. Then I'd come right through the cage.
I would wear that in a zoo.
Well, there is a physique.
Oh, my.
I guess that's something we've all dreamed about. Now we're
hey, wait a minute.
Get a second edition here.
Sorry, I wasn't much for Kerry Von Erich either.
That's what.
Somebody go get Curt Hennig.
That's what's bringing the cheers right there. That's the All-American boy. That's a hero. That's who you look up to. Now a message.
Your boy just might be the best arm wrestler in the world, but let's see if he can wrestle for this American title match.
So Kerry Von Erich is ready. The American champion. Well, we got to get a message now from.
Hey, horseface! He'll beat you anywhere. You just name it.
Horseface. I would laugh if he said horseface pony soldier or something like that.
Here comes Rick Rude back. Now David Manning has a moment to talk to Percival Pringle III about his managerial escapades.
Fan for Kerry.
And these two, I guess we could call them molds for what every man would probably like to look like. They have the physiques, they have the body, but they put a lot of hours in, a lot of.
I mean, I like Curt
Hennig's
physique.
A lot of sweat, probably a lot of tears in getting to that shape.
Wait, who didn't?
Well, Rude is outside. Wants to talk now
Oh, we almost fell down.
About the situation, about pulling those handsome tiger tights of his. You know, just a moment ago.
I didn't say anything. Shut up. I didn't say anything.
We've been trying to locate her to talk to her. I was thinking back when the link. On other occasions, you might remember he would go up and kind of put his hand on Sunshine.
Oh, they're saying go, Kerry, go. Okay, I was like wait, what did they say?
Unbelieving. Well, we don't know.
I say what now?
What has occurred? Hope to find out maybe next week. Percival Pringle protesting vehemently to David Manning. There's been more debate in this bout right now. Pringle does not like the situation.
So he's threatening to take Pringle, Percy Pringle out of there.
Let's see how strong you are, boy. Let's do the test of strength. And really
We'll
see
test
who's
the strength right here. Okay, Percy. Percival Pringle III. He likes to be known as the whole title. Now we'll see who's the strongest. He has Link. He has Kabuki now. He has also Rick Rude.
Come on, Rick. You can do it. Go ahead.
There's a lot of muscle there, a lot of strength to test to see who is the strongest.
Come on, Rick.
And away they go. Boy, I tell you.
Ricky!
I mean, there's some muscles popping. Look at those arms on both of them. Particularly Kerry.
Percy is so into this.
Kerry's got a little better stance. He's got his leg underneath. And they break clean. Looks like it was a standoff right there. And to try it again.
He ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. There's got to be something.
Nor can you. All right, they want to go back to
Why would we be quiet, Percy?
I'm going to try it again. All right, here they go. Kerry Von Erich and Rick Rude. Which one will show the stronger? Rude pushing Kerry back into the rope. Percy is giving it. He's waving him on. He really shouldn't do that. Jabbed him in the back with a short shave. David Manning suggests something. And cross my heart. Now that every child knows you can't do that when you're telling lies. Percy Pringle. Now everybody in ringside knows it. Everybody here saw it. David Manning could not see it the way it was handled. Eric, even though he has been jabbed in the back, is still managing to avoid the takedown. Even with all that problem. Oh, look at that. On top. One. No, not enough for two. And Rick Rude escapes. What a magnificent recovery by Kerry Von Erich. Even though he's jabbed in the back with that short cane at Pringles, he managed to hold on, recover, and still going to win the moment. That is true grit. And thinking of the Von Erichs, the Freebirds and the Von Erichs still looking at that six-man tag team championship situation. And the Von Erichs want revenge for what occurred. We showed you last time out. Oh, look out. Reverse shoulder stand.
Oh, no.
Not enough for three. Almost got it.
Rick almost didn't get out of that.
Kerry. Kerry jamming that leg into the corner buckle.
I don't mind it, Percy.
Now he's in trouble, and Rude goes to work rudely on that inside of that right leg. Looking for an inside step over. No, just an inside toe hold. Well, the Freebirds and the Von Erichs. And there will be bad blood for a long time in the Von Erichs. Wanting revenge, the Birds want the six-man title. Rick Rude wants to maintain his American Championship as David Manning kicks at the ropes and kicks Percy Pringle away.
Uh-oh.
Kerry Von Erich making a move on Rick Rude, caught his leg, and now Rude goes to work on that injured part, as every good general would do. Rick Rude after Kerry Von Erich in this American Heavyweight Championship match.
The pole, Ricky. Hit him on the pole. Hit him on the pole.
On the pole, just as Pringle predicted.
Work the leg, Ricky. Stay on that leg. You got it now.
I think.
Rick Rude. Still working.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Step over toe
I
hold.
can't
Pulled
tell.
up by Kerry Von Erich.
Oh.
And just could not get enough for a count.
Watch those tights, David Manning.
So Rude goes back to work on that leg. Now he's got it in a sort of a figure four right there. Oh, that's excruciatingly painful.
I wouldn't know, but I'm still trying to figure out if Kerry had a prosthetic leg or not.
Kerry Von Erich. He's getting the support of the crowd. Kerry Von Erich in lots of trouble right now. His right knee, right leg battered by his run into the corner buckle and by Rick Rude. Now has that leg scissored and putting on more and more pressure, Rick Rude. Simply ravishing is really working on Kerry Von Erich. A dangerous opponent for anybody. And now Kerry has turned it around. And he's got tremendous pressure on Rude, who wants to get out of that situation, and does. But Kerry,
Percy was going to hit him with the cane.
An opposite. There's a great move by Kerry Von Erich. Now he's going to the step over toe hold. Now he's going to the figure four, and he's got it wrapped up. And now Rude takes the punishment. And Kerry Von Erich comes back.
Get away from the ropes.
Pringle, gotta watch him. He's a factor as he tried to be at the beginning of this match. His American
Are you
heavyweight
allowed to call him
championship
Ricky?
match. Pringle the champion.
I guess
Kerry
only
Von
Percy
Erich the
Pringle
champion.
was allowed to call him Ricky.
Kerry wanting to restore to his family this American title.
I would call him Mr. Rude. That's it.
It is one of those things that seems to be vested in the Von Erichs to win the American title. And Percy Pringle, with his stable of warriors and strange kind, would like to hang on to this championship. It was the first belt that his crew won before Pringle even came here, as Pringle storms the arena and shouts at the folks. Pringle! Now, Mr. Rude did what Pringle observed he should do, grab the ropes. So that gives him a moment to break, and let's go to the Iron Claw. Kerry Von Erich into the Iron Claw and into the ropes, and that'll be an automatic break. But Kerry put it on, and then a rip across the eyes by Rude, and here comes Rude right back to action. Oh, he's a little lame after all that. Forearm, forearm, forearm. And Rick Rude is trying to get back into this. He had it, had the advantage, lost it. Now Kerry Von Erich is catching it. Oh, Rick Rude hammering away. Kerry coming off. And they
both hit heads.
That means a big count. The Rude Awakening, as you recall, is Rude's big finish, his finishing hole. Kerry Von Erich has the sleep hole and the Iron Claw and his discus punch. And Rick Rude now is getting a headache from those blows by Kerry Von Erich. There's a discus blow. Rolling around. Here's the one. Percy Pringles. And look at that foot. The count of three.
No.
David Manning said, no. Rude was on
Oh,
the
no. Oh, no. That's a DDT.
1, 2, 3, and
oh, so the Rude Awakening was not a neck breaker. It was a DDT.
Now almost a 3-2-3, pulled off by Manning. When Pringle put the foot on the rope, and then Rude comes roaring right back to beat Kerry Von Erich. Here's Mark Lawrence.
Ladies and gentlemen, Referee David Manning points out there was a foot on the rope during the first 3 count. Therefore, the bout continues. And with the Rude Awakening, Ravishing Rude is the winner, retaining the belt.
Simply Ravishing Rick Rude defends his American Heavyweight Championship successfully thanks to the help of his manager, Percy Pringle. And there is the fallen warrior, Kerry Von Erich. And we'll be back to tell you more about World
for some reason. All right, here we go, guys. This is Tim Horner and Curt Hennig.
Rumble has begun. It is January 15th, an afternoon affair at the Summit in Houston. You're going to be there, right?
Oh, yes, I'm going to be there.
You're involved in so many things. How could you not be there?
I'm going to be there. I told you I was going to be there.
You got 5 guys that I can account for right here.
That's right.
That are involved in this Royal Rumble. Well, I'm giving you DiBiase. He's actually not one of your guys, but
We're
figured
close
that
associates.
he's got you in his pocket.
Oh, he doesn't have me in his pocket. Whatever he wants, he can have from me.
He can have.
You know, at Christmas time, you won't offend me with cash. You know?
Take a look now, Mr. Perfect.
This next bout is scheduled
Don't
for
mind if I
one
do.
fall. Soon to be making his way to the ring area from Elk River, Minnesota, weighing 249 pounds, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig.
Well, they say
Hennig.
you can do it. It ain't bragging. And he does a lot of talking, but he's been able to back up his words with action.
And his opponent from Morristown, Tennessee, weighing 228 pounds, Tim Horner.
They're going to boo him because he's from the South. We're in the Boston Gardens. I don't care. I know they don't like Curt Hennig, but here's the guy from Tennessee in the Boston Gardens. That doesn't match up too well with the locals.
Everything that Curt Hennig has done so far has been perfect. And he carries the name, Mr. Perfect, justifiably so. No one has been able to hardly touch him, say anything about stop him so far. And whatever he has done and or tried outside of the ring has been perfect as well.
Lord Alfred Hayes, this is my first glimpse of this guy, Horner from Tennessee. You got any background? You got any scoops on this guy? What's his...
About 4 years ago, I saw him as a youngster when he
What?
first started the campaign in the ring. And he was wrestling from Charlotte at that particular time, where a number of
He's a
very good
technician.
wrestlers have come from. So he's had
I love
a good
that.
background, a good knowledge of wrestling was put into
He is
him
a
from the beginning.
technician.
But he's against a fantastic wrestler here.
Completely.
Mr.
And they would
Perfect
call that scientific
is going to
wrestler.
make
He's a
a
scientific
lesson and an
wrestler.
example out of Tim Horner.
Horner only 228 pounds, I say. Only, and hey, that's good size for a man, but he's going up against the guy who is in there at about 255. Wow, he uses a very sharp elbow that gets Mr. Perfect's attention in a hurry.
Come on, Curt.
Well, Mr. Perfect yelled over at us that he's a technician. And he wants to be known as Mr. Perfect, the technician.
Okay.
So let's see what he can do, man. We know he can...
Mr. Horner is somewhat of a technician himself.
Yes.
3 nice moves by Tim Horner, capping it off with a drop kick that sends Mr. Perfect hurtling out of the ring.
And Lord Alfred Hayes, your background assessment was great.
Let's have a look and see what Horner did. If he did any damage, real damage to Perfect. Here he comes with a beautifully timed body slam, and he twists it. Now look at this drop kick. It was a good drop kick, but it didn't hit Perfect in the face. You know, sometimes Mr. Perfect tests the firepower of his adversaries, and he may have been doing that right just then. Look, he's got back into the ring very, very confident.
Very good point, Lord Alfred Hayes. It did not catch Mr. Perfect in the face. It caught him in the shoulders, across the pectoral muscles. There was a lot of momentum on it, but he's back in and he is moving and moving quick back and forth. Hey,
Whoa.
look at that, a nice arm drag by Horner. They were going 50, 60 miles, a bit perplexed, Mr. Perfect.
Perfect better slow down, Lord and Rod, in my opinion, right now. And, he may be able to take another walk outside.
Where'd you
Go
get
ahead
this
and
guy
slow
from?
down and reconsider his opponent and his opponent's ability.
Did you hear the question that
when
he
you
asked?
move
No.
that fast, you're inclined to make a few errors.
You get out of control. There's no two ways about it. And Mr. Perfect asking, where did you get this guy from? Well, Mr.
Tennessee.
Perfect, he's from Morristown, Tennessee. Big stare down here by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect, that's not really going to bother Tim Horner, I do not believe. You're going to have to wrestle the man. You can't outstare him and beat him that way. And Mr. Perfect can indeed do that. I'm talking about wrestling. He knows all of the moves.
Oh, that was a nice move.
Indeed, a very nice reversal here by Horner. Hey, Horner is showing and showing very well.
Horner can wrestle. Hey, that might be just what it takes, Lord and Rod, to upset the perfect record of Mr. Perfect. Some extremely nice wrestling moves that this kid has shown us right now.
Some perfect wrestling moves, in fact, huh?
No question about it. With a lot of speed, too.
Mr. Perfect in pain.
Well, I heard earlier in the evening, Mr. Perfect said he's going to take this kid out in about a minute and a half. That was a word I got in the locker room in my area back there. A minute and a half, he'd be down and over with. But it's been about 7 minutes into the match already. And the kid's shining from Tennessee.
Indeed, Horner acquitting himself very, very well.
Well, he better take advantage of all he can get out of Curt Hennig right now.
Curt Hennig, we can hear what you're saying.
That's what scene right there, man. It's flying like a fox.
Horowitz is extremely quick.
You mean Horner. Horowitz.
Tim Horner is wrestling extremely confidently here. And he's making some nice moves.
Yes.
You know what he's doing? He's allowing Mr. Perfect to make mistakes.
Yes, he is. But what's going to happen now, Lord and Rod, I guarantee you, Mr. Perfect is going to open up.
He's saying something to him.
He's going to open up with some real rough
Kurt,
stuff.
we can hear you, honey.
Pretty move right there. But it's going to take more than that to beat this guy from Tennessee. And I guarantee you, Mr. Perfect is going to open up on him anytime now.
Well, he's got to do that because this kid has out-wrestled him so far.
Correct. He's getting nowhere. And there's your first opening up move right there. Knee to the stomach.
Twice to the solar plexus and then twice to the back of the hand.
How tough that was.
Indeed.
No
All
thanks.
by Mr. Perfect on Tim Horner. And Horner reverses here. Nice arm drive by Horner.
Horner's still in the game. I'm surprised. I thought when Curt Hennig opened up on him right there, Mr. Perfect opened up, that would be it. It'd be lights out for the guy Horner, but what a reversal that was, man. He's hanging in tough.
What a nice change Horner affected just then on Mr. Perfect. He had him by the left arm, and he switched his hold completely. Very, very baffling move. But look what Perfect does. When he hurts you, he really hurts you.
It'll be the beginning of the end right now for Horner.
After a period of time, those blows take a greater effect. There is a snap suplex by Mr. Perfect.
That'll teach you, boy.
As he shouts to his opponent, Tim Horner, that'll teach you, boy. And, hey, Horner fires right back. But he gets two more blasts across the back of the head.
Oh, he's going in for the kill. A lot of humiliation before the kill coming up for Horner. You can see in the eyes of Mr. Perfect. He's got the killer look on him right now. He's going in for making the moves, going in for the kill.
Yes, now he wants to humiliate Horner because in the beginning, Horner definitely humiliated him.
Yes, outsmarted him, outmoved him. And now Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, is going in for the kill, man. You can see in his eyes.
Horner certainly doing more than just showing up here. He is giving Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig, all he wants and then some, at least so far. Hard body slam by Mr. Perfect. And across the frontal lobes he goes.
Stopping him up right now, going in, making some real tough moves on him.
Kurt, we can still hear you.
Here's a snap there, and that can snap your neck. That move by Curt Hennig, that's, of course, the exact object of it.
This is shades of the camel clutch, Lord Alfred Hayes. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. He doesn't have those arms trapped, but he's got it nicely balanced there. He's sitting low on the back of Tim Horner. But this kid's game. He's very, very game.
Indeed, very game and very durable.
Well, he wants to make the big time, man. He's in the World Wrestling Federation, you understand? And he wants to make a good impression.
Nice drop kick there by Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
He would call it, I guess, the perfect drop kick.
I would call that perfect.
Yes, and you got to give credit where credit's due. That was an excellent drop kick, Rod. I mean, there's no question about it. The guy's an egomaniac, but that was right on the button. Standing drop kick, knocked this kid about 3 rows out in the, making the 5th row of the railroad there.
Hennig resumes his attack. Mr. Perfect on the attack, a couple of right hands. Horner paying the price now against the young man from Elk River, Minnesota, suburb of the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Second generation wrestler. His father, Larry the Axe Hennig, and we all remember him.
Horner trying to get back in the ring, lost his balance right there. from fatigue. That's why he put out the ring, Lord and Rod. The kid's been beaten up pretty good here. And he's getting softened up by Hennig.
You know what I like about Curt Hennig too? That every time he has a complete awareness of where he is in the ring. He positions himself perfectly for every move he makes. He knows where he is.
Now caught him by surprise there with a shoulder block and then two right hands and another one that just about sends Mr. Perfect to the canvas. There's three more. Mr. Perfect staggering back, pushed into the corner, whipped across to the other one, and now an elbow straight elbow by Tim Horner. A big, big elbow.
What is that?
Mr. Perfect in a bit of trouble here.
Horner should go for a pinfall right now.
Nice drop kick there.
Roll him up, small package, anything, man. He's got him rocking and rolling right here. There it
is, the small package, but he gets only a one count. Mr. Perfect certainly has to wonder what's going on. He takes an atomic drop there. Oh, Tim Horner in a clothesline. This may be over.
He should have hooked him with more authority, Lord Alfred Hayes and Mark Van Guard. He should have really hooked him tight.
He's just a kid, but he can certainly wrestle. There's no doubt about that.
Beast.
Oh,
big mistake.
Mr. Perfect saw it coming.
He's got a high-risk move that he's made, and he missed with it. That's inexperience.
I guarantee you that's the beginning of the end for this kid. That move right there.
All right, front face lock. Over he goes.
1,
Look at that
2, 3. Perfect flex.
Mr. Perfect
Okay.
will indeed get a chance.
We are going to stop sharing. Awesome, guys. So what did I think of that match? I think it was great, even though Tim Horner would go on to just be a jobber. I don't think he really made it in the WWF. But I think it was a great, match for, at least for Curt. It was like almost like a warm-up match for him, if there was such a thing. But anyway, I hope you guys like that. He was, trash talking as Mr. Perfect. We all know that. He was Mr. Perfect and he played his role well. Yes. So, I mean, I think that these matches, even though they're on prime time, if you want to, we can go over certain things, certain other things. But, unfortunately, these primetime matches were all house shows that they just stuck on primetime. So, but anyway, that's it for me, guys. Everyone is going to hear shameless plugs on YouTube. You guys, again, thank you so much for getting me to 100K. And I showed you guys the reward that I got. On YouTube, you guys will also hear a little blurb about AI. The AI song at the end is a country song about Curt Hennig. So I had it AI generated. I did really well because it still makes me cry, guys. So I think I did I outdid myself on all this stuff. So again, you will hear at the end shameless plugs. And again, you also hear the AI generated song. And for those on YouTube, a little blurb about, it being AI. Okay. I'll see you guys, not next week. I will not be filming next week because it is the Yule holiday. So everyone have a happy holiday and I hope you have a great one, but I will be recording, probably in the week after. So, might be like the end of December, early January. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if I want to skip 2 weeks or just a week, or I haven't really gotten that far yet. So next week, we will be watching another match. I'm not sure who will be watching the match with. Of course, it'll be Curt and another opponent. So thank you so much for joining me this week. And if you want to, anything in the description field, you have all my links. You have all that you need to donate. Just let me know. Excuse me. In a little blurb. Just let me know that what show you're going to be giving to. Okay? Everyone have a great holiday, and I will see you next time. And remember, let's try that again. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody. Bye, guys.
Okay, guys, this is where we're going to do some shameless plugs here. So the first shameless plug, if you could please go over to my other show, which is Black Magic Talk. I will put the links in all the description fields. If you could just kind of browse it, if you are not only a wrestling fan, but you like Wicca or paganism, and you'd like to learn more about it. We just did some recent episodes. So if you'd like to hop over there, just click the link in the description field. If you would like to give to the Black Magic Talk Patreon, that link will be in the description field. And again, if you would like to have a tarot reading on the show, you can DM me on X. My link for that X will be in the description field. If you would like to do one off the show, you can also just DM me and I will give you my rate. My co-host is Matt Collins. He can also give you a tarot reading on the show or off the show. If it's on the show, all you would have to do is become a Patreon supporter for $5 a month. You get all kinds of perks. And again, we can let you know when you can come on the show. And if you'd like to do it off the show, Matt can definitely give you his rating for doing tarot. The next shameless plug I would like to do is, of course, Pro Wrestling Talk will always be on Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is scheduled to change, but Angel and I will let you know on the Wrestling X. So if you would like to DM us at any time, me and Angel, my link will be in the description field for my Wrestling X, that is for Pro Wrestling Talk, and also for this podcast, Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. If you would like to give to the Patreon, I have for Curt Hennig Was the Best, Changed My Mind. Again, you can go and look in the description field. It should be there. I have $1, $3, $5, and $10. The other show is just $1, $5, and $10. I'm sorry, it's $3, $5, and $10, I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. But if you could give, thank you in advance. If you'd like to ask any questions for pro wrestling or Black Magic Talk, you are free to direct message me on X, or Angel, my host for Pro Wrestling Talk. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday, unless it is scheduled to change, but we will definitely let you know beforehand. So, of course, this show, I'm going to do a shameless plug for this show. Again, $1, $3, $5, and $10 you can contribute on Patreon. If you would like to give on Cashapp, I will take donations on Cashapp, but direct message me on X if you would like to do that, and I will give you my handle. So if you have any questions like about the show or any technical questions, you can always direct message me on my X, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. The next shameless plug I would like to do is for Hardlands Media, Kit Cabello, someone I call a good friend of mine. Please check him out. He is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central, and that would be 10 p.m. Eastern. So 9 a.m. Central, he is Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday, depending on when you can catch him in a good mood for a Saturday brunch. If he does do Saturday brunch, I usually am sleeping or at work, so but check him out. He's really good on politics, and I have the pleasure of calling him friend. Some more shameless plugs. If you could also subscribe to Angel in the Afternoon. He does a great job on politics as well. And that's Angel in the Afternoon, and he's usually on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. That is also scheduled to change. If you have any questions about it, he'll usually let you know. And he will definitely, you can direct message him if you need to get a hold of him. The last one is Deconstructing. His name is Dave. I really recommend him too. He has a little podcast on YouTube. All you'd have to look up is Deconstructing Topics, and he does some really good stuff. I really recommend you guys check him out. Subscribe to everybody I just said here, and you know, check them out. And remember, everyone, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody. Hey, Curt Hennig fans, just want to let you know that the ending outro song is AI generated. Again, it is AI generated. Thank you all for listening. And remember, everyone, no one beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody.
He walked into the ring, a legend set to soar. In the flashing lights you could hear the crowd roar. With a twinkle in his eye, a swagger in his stride, Curt Hennig, he was more than a star in their eyes. From the farms of Minnesota to the wrestling hall, he stood undefeated through it all. A father, a friend, a hero we'd see, perfect in the memories for you and me. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With every match, he rise to his feet. Though he's gone now, a hero we'd see, perfect in the memories for you and me. In the quiet of the evening, stars shining bright, you'd hear tales of his glory long into the night. With a grip like a vice and a smile that gleamed, he lived every moment like out of a dream. His days in the sun and the nights in the cold, stories of Curt never grow old. Remember the laughter, battles hard fought, perfectly missed, but never forgot. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With every match, he rose to his feet. Though he's gone now, a hero we'd see, perfect in memories for you and me. He was Mr. Perfect, never missing a beat. With every match, he rose to his feet. Though he's gone now, his legend still